Hey, man. Fire. Hey, kind of the one. Hey, dog. Man, that corner pocket. Get me out here. What's that, dog? Bad, man. All right.
Taking these car seats from you.
I'm keeping my
Man, part one was crazy, man. I was stuck with the Eastmore Warriors, man. I don't have a lot, man. I gotta watch part one to find out what we found out. It was a lot. My mind was going to different places. I really appreciate her authenticity. Like, being real and honest, and, she's serving the Lord, she's in the but she's real, man. And some people, they wear that Sunday costume, and then they can't be real after. So, you know what I'm saying, man? I really appreciate it.
All right, man. We got some more cards right to you, man. In 3, 2, 1.
Normally I have my hood on, but I'm such a president, so I gotta take the You know, we've got to do something.
Oh, yeah, president. I'm the mayor, the president.
Yay. Where the beat at? Here we go. I'm about to start. We about to start. Violent Park. President. Violent Park. We about to start. Violent Park. President. We get the president. Violent Park. You see, we got the light. It may seem dark. We in the building. Violent Park. I'm chilling on the mic. We got a lot of time. Get yours. We got mine. Yes. Presidente. How you doing? I know you feel the beat because we flowing. Yeah. It may seem kind of odd. Yeah. We represent the Lord of God. Hey. Keep it positivity. You know. I don't know what city you need. Hey. DCP in the house. We about to start. President. We about to start. We about to president. Violent Park. The president. The mayor. Violent Park. Not the mayor. Not the mayor. She's not the mayor. She's the president. Not the mayor. Shake the mayor. She's the president. Not the mayor. Shake the mayor. She's the president. Shake the mayor. She's the president. Don't start. Violent Park. You want to start? Violent Park. You want to start? Violent Park. Oh. There's a break. Hey, Violent Park. President. Violent Park president. Violent now. Hey, Violent Park president. Hey, man, Violent Park. We got your president. She's in the building. We got Hope, and next you may see Olivia Gold. So we got left off in part one, bro.
Hey, but hold on, man. You can't do that, man. Thanks for tuning in to the pocket. First of all, man, keep liking, keep subscribing.
Yes.
Share it, everybody. Go share it full way down the street, man, with the one tooth missing in the front. You know what I'm saying? Talking about he took the bill with a step. No, fool, you know, man, you know what I mean? So yeah, go share it, everybody, man.
What about that mechanic with the cigarette that never falls off?
That's right, man. All that brake fluid, but don't know how to change the transmission. Like, all that brake fluid, though.
His hands is never clean either. He's washing like 10 times.
That's what I'm saying, man. I'm trying to tell you.
You know what? But it's cool. He got his tops. Y'all gotta catch that in part one. Y'all got that.
We are back with part 2, man. This God, man.
You know I'm a joker, bro. I ain't ever touched that stuff. I'm good, bro. But we left off in part 1, man, and she gave us a little spill. But I need to know, at your maturity level and your growth, what would your conversation be of advice to the younger you?
I would tell the younger me to stay the course, because the life I had laid out for myself, we were raised up in an era where women were becoming empowered. Black women in particular were also able to realize their dreams and their goals. And I had 3 friends, and we all had plans. And everyone stayed the course, and unfortunately mine veered off. I wanted to be a journalist. I literally envisioned myself having like a career where I did interviews at the time for magazine and radio and ultimately television. And had I stayed the course, I would sincerely believe in my heart that show would have been called Tanya, not Oprah.
Oh, I felt that all of my.
I felt it too.
Man, I remember. You see, my sister is Tanya, punk.
Man, my brain, you see my brain like this, oh my.
Yeah, but I got veered off, and we say tell God your plans and watch him giggle. Maybe he had something bigger for me.
Right.
So,
Right.
I would tell the younger me to stay close. That's what I would have said.
Man, why is it so important? You can even speak to the younger generation and the older generation. Why is it important to stay the course?
Well, everybody needs to have a plan. When you set out to do anything, if you're making clothes, you need a pattern. That's a plan. If you're cooking something, you need a recipe. That's a plan. If you want to start a business, you need a business plan.
Right.
So you have to stay the course, because some things are set up, in sequence, so it will go correctly. Like if you bake a cake, you got eggs, flour, oil, water, butter. But if you just throw it all in the bowl, you might just have a hot mess. You have to know when to do the eggs. You have to know when to add new oil. You need to know when. So,
And a side note,
that's the plan.
you can cook, and me and the wife, we've been like praying and stuff. Like we really been listening to something that you make. German chocolate. Yes, Lord
Got that
Jesus.
coming for your birthday.
Oh, anniversary sounds great.
You felt that, didn't you?
Yeah, thank you, Jesus.
I got it for your
Hey, she got us, babe. Whoa, won't he do it? Woo! Oh, thank you, Jesus.
No more of these.
Yes.
I need to check some these. No more of these.
That German chocolate cake will change Joe's life. I don't care if your grandma be cooking. No.
And it's from scratch.
Man, what you?
No Betty Crocker.
He didn't share his cake with you?
I don't know. What you mean share? There's
No.
no
It's
share.
a whole cake. It's like
No,
It's so selfish.
when we had it last time, like I think in the that's like a little piece. I was not sharing.
So hold on. Time
Mind
out.
your business.
I'm sorry, my guy. We gotta make a little U-turn real quick. So, do y'all see what his shirt said? D nice. Yeah, that was D selfish.
I'm not nice when that German cake, chocolate cake.
I got the keys, and you were not nice to me.
Not when it comes to that. Me and the wife will fight you.
Yes, I'm chocolate enough. But that's cool. We can
It's
carry
hard.
on.
We will fight you. Shoot. Everyone's made with blood, he can tell. And the chicken breast is white over specifically blood. Because the chocolate you gotta get it over the cheese and all that. That's what I'm saying.
Where did she order from?
No, seriously, you have to.
Overseas?
No, really, I don't.
Oh, I thought you were about to say like Thailand, Bangkok, Bangkok.
No, but it is from scratch. You literally have to milk the chocolate. Except it's like 8 eggs. You gotta beat the eggs. You gotta make a meringue. You gotta cook the frosting. But going back to what
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
You're
we're not talking about
it's all a
plan.
plan. And so if I just do all that in a row, it would be a hot mess. But if you follow the plan, it turns out the way you want it to. So that also answers your question.
Why do people sometimes rush the process?
Impatience, immaturity, greed, sometimes people don't realize realize that certain things take time. Planning a career takes time. Starting a business takes time. Most of the time, they tell you when you start a business, plan to be in the red for 5 years. For that 5, so you should need to have a side hustle so you can pay the bills. So there's, people have to sacrifice. People don't want to sacrifice. That's the thing too.
Whoa.
So some things have to be sacrificed so you can realize your dream later. Like you can't be stunning now and walk around telling everybody you won't be a millionaire when you're spending all your money on Nikes and fake Rolexes and stuff like that. When if you see the richest dudes wearing t-shirts and bummy tennis shoes and driving little Hondas, and then, but no, they got paid, so sometimes, like, within your plan, first you have to start out with the budget. What's it take for me to live? Where do I give God my 10%? You gotta put that tithe in. People don't understand the law of reciprocity. God says, give to me and I will give it back to you. Pressed down, shaken, running over shall I add to your bosom. Or bring meat into my house, so there'll be, bring your tithes to the storehouse, so there'll be meat in my house, and prove me not if I will not pour you out a blessing that you won't have room enough to receive. The only time in the Bible he asks us to test him is when he says, prove me not, let's test me. Give up the 10%. What is 10% of your gross, not the net, gross?
Whoa.
Before taxes. That's what he asked for.
It makes me think of your first kisses, bro. You want this.
And
You did that.
Yeah. And then on a side note, Rich, shut up. Stop saying, how was that Dave's sister? I know that's what you're thinking. Shut up, Rich. Yeah, Rich is thinking that.
But I like her example. It's like, I said, yeah.
There you go. There you go.
That's
He didn't even ask for the 90, he asked for the 10.
That's
People don't understand the tithing principle. Well, I don't go to church. Okay, well, there's shelters, there's old folks' homes, there's nonprofits that always need some donations. Well, I don't have money. Tithe something else. Buy a new outfit, buy an extra shirt, donate that to Goodwill. There are always ways to tithe.
Ooh, I don't think y'all caught that. Y'all thought it was just monetary.
No, it's not. It is not. You make cakes for a living, donate a cake to a church. Donate a cake to a shelter. They feed people.
Go buy some blankets when it's cold.
Go 10%. Take 10% of your income and spend it on others. Give to the poor. Go out to the homeless. Give the people on the street,
You know what I like, though, is I like blessing people without people knowing. I don't need a camera.
It's about being
showing me
humble.
doing that.
Well, yeah, because God, we reward people. God says reward people in private. It's about the humility too.
So what do you think about, like, because I have a hard time with this when I see people blessing people with money or whatever, and they got the camera in front of them.
Well, that's not cool.
Yeah.
I mean, some people do it for, like, to encourage others to do it. Like, there's this guy on social media that will give, like, a waitress $100 or $200, $500 tip. But he's not doing it to showcase. He's trying to encourage others to do the same. So in that regard, he's having some ministry.
Right.
So you have to know when and when not to.
So you talked about the tithe and God, so he has to be head of your life. Why is that essential to you in your life to keep God first?
Because he keeps me first. Short answer. I've had a lot of situations that if it weren't for the grace of God, I would be dead, ruined, a hot mess, on my way to hell in a handbasket, unchurched, evil, self-centered, selfish, godless, spiritually bankrupt, all of those things. All of those things that God has given me that I have because I have put him first. Wake up in the morning, thank you, God. I ain't gonna lie, some mornings I wake up, I don't exactly say thank you, God. It's probably like, man, it's Monday.
Right.
It starts, starts again. But then I say, thank you for the job. You know, thank you for waking me up. You know, I'm complaining about this job that I wanted so desperately so many years ago. But I'm grateful, but man, here we go again. So God fills me. You know, half the time he's doing like this where I'm concerned. You know, but he fills me.
Man, you were talking about, I know you about to listen to the spiritual neighbors.
I don't hear what's going on, man. The dog him barking. What happened?
This is live. I know we don't edit this out. It's the fire detectors, smoke detectors, and they talk to you. They say, get out the house,
Yeah,
get out.
what's going on.
I started smoking in the kitchen.
It reminded me of like back in like elementary school, you know, the intercom. It is a fire door, a tornado drill. Please exit the building. Like, oh man, I'm about to exit real quick.
They would have warned you too. I think they do them every Wednesday now.
Yeah.
Like something goes. Yeah, man. But I literally want to, in part 3, you talk about your relationship with God and how it sustains you. You've been through some tough times in your life. And I know God has got you through those tough times. And I want to tag that and touch on that in part 3. Y'all don't want to miss what's about to be said in part 3. We're making a shift. You didn't heard the beginning. You didn't heard the middle. Now you're about to get that journey. How God has sustained her in some of the toughest times in her life.
Hey, you guys want to know what the president of one party, not the leader.
That's a little joker. Hey, when I heard this, I'm a president.
And so she don't respond to herself, man. You can find her on Facebook, Tanya Long. You can find her on IG, Tanya Long. Tanya Long, man.
He's really looking right now.
There it is. Y'all know how to find us, man. So we're going to go on part 3. Part 3.
Y'all don't want to miss it.